This video is dedicated to my stalker. Now, those who follow me know how positive I am, and I'm always hula hooping and riding on a motor scooter and getting around in my RV and having a good time with my dog. And this one's a little bit different because you know who you are. There's someone that I used to work for that watches my videos. And as I make my yummy, healthy salad, I want to share a message with him. And for any of you who also have a stalker, I encourage you to do the same thing. Let them know what they're watching is for them. So I got my big bowl. I'm using arugula and kale and all kinds of yummy, healthy stuff. So while I make my salad, here's a little story, children. Sit around the campfire. Now, the moral of the story and the end of the story is going to come a little bit later, because right now there's a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a lawsuit, but I just want to say there's things that are up in the air about how this will go. But I was at a job that I got hurt at, and the person that I'm talking to right now is a bully. He's a narcissist. He's a gaslighter, and he can be different people in front of different people. He can be really sweet in front of police, and he can tell owners of businesses what they want to hear, but then when it comes down to helping a good old-fashioned human being, he's not present for that. So as I've heard that he's keeping an eye out on what is Cammie talking about. Is she bringing it up? Is she saying anything about it? Well, no, she hasn't, because, you know, I'm really a little too good for that which you think I might be doing. But there is going to come a time very soon where I will be talking about it, because you are a massive bully. And you don't care about other human beings. And when people get hurt at your property, you say things like, could have happened anywhere. And if your security happens to be drunk on the job and you want to cover for them, you say things like, can't expect security to be everywhere, helping everybody. This is a big place. So keep on watching and keep on wondering, when is it all going to come out? Because it will. And you know why? It's not just for me. It's not just because what you did and what you do is very hurtful and traumatic for myself and my dog and other people that work for you. There are hundreds and thousands of families and people and small animals that are also the victim of your narcissism. So I believe I have a moral obligation. I have a moral obligation to let other people know that if they work for you, what they're in for. That if they get hurt on the job, that they can't count on you to be there for them. As a matter of fact, you'll make fun of them behind their back. When they're hurt, you'll make derogatory statements to other employees about them. As a matter of fact, even if they don't know anybody else there, and they're all alone, if any other employees try to help them, they'll be threatened for losing their job. Don't help Cammie. If I even see you talking to Cammie, you're fired. You know, it's bad enough when someone gets hurt on the job, but then after they get hurt, to find out that the whole thing could have been avoided with proper management, and they find out there's been a lot of negligence and liability that was already happening before they even got to the job. And then 2 weeks into the job, me, more than one of us now, more than one in 4 months, 3 that I know of, 2 employees and a guest, have been hurt because of bad management, poor judgment, hiding and covering up what's really happening at the property. You know, there was a time when I started, about a year ago, I thought, you know, as much as I travel and go to RV resorts and work at them, if I were to talk to owners of RV parks, I could go in and I could work at one, and I could let the owners know within 30 days what's really going on at their RV park. But it requires a lot of marketing and getting in touch with dozens and hundreds of RV park owners. And I'm just kind of tired of marketing and prospecting and cold calling and all that. But I tell you, this is a really good case study for owners of RV parks to know, yeah, when you come to an RV park, hey, by the way, this salad is so healthy, and beets are so yummy. Wait till you see my secret sauce at the end, which I was taught how to make this salad. It is super good. But it's so sad to know that when the owners of the RV park, not even like owners that are up in New York City, you know, managing and owning parks all over the country that they've never even been to, but imagine if it was a family that owned an RV park for decades, family legacy, and imagine if they were going to that park on a regular basis and everybody is smiling. We're happy here. Nothing to see here. Thanks for coming by, Mr. Miss Owner. We love our job. Nothing going on here. Because they're afraid to lose their job. I tell you, if you're an RV park owner and you think you know what's going on at your RV park, let me just tell you, not only could having someone with a little bit of mature, sober, seasoned savvy come in and evaluate what's going on, not only could it ultimately save you a lot of money for all the waste that's actually happening in your RV park, it could actually save you liability. Because if you have property managers that are doing things sneaky, that are creating a toxic workplace, that are kind of like a couple of high school kids running amok in the high school because they got a little bit of power. Lots of ways to save money at these parks. Lots of ways to stop liability and to stop people from actually getting hurt, maimed, traumatized, and then bullied, belittled, made fun of afterwards. So, stalker. Thanks for watching. Keep watching, because there's a lot more to see. And here's the secret sauce. You want to have extra virgin organic olive oil, and this is nutritional yeast. And I know that sounds weird and gross, but I put 2 scoops of this on there. It tastes kind of like cheese, super healthy, super full of protein, and that, my friends, is a healthy salad.